obviously it's a sad day to think about. This may be the last time Hall and Mendota play in football.
It's always been competitive. You know, we've had our years where it's gone back and forth, where we've had the upper hand for years, and then recently Mendota's had the upper hand. But it's always been a physical game. Two close rivals, big crowds. You know, some great historical games, especially late 80s, early 90s with huge crowds and big playoff games. So it'll be missed.
It's always been a good game, hard-hitting game. We've been playing them forever, and it's a good game. We know the kids; they're close. I like playing them. I enjoy playing Mendota.
It's always a real physical game. Both teams get pumped. Both teams are going as hard as they can, so it makes for a good game.
And what would it mean to go out with a win in the rivalry?
Well, I guess you get bragging rights until you play again, which is always a big thing. But for us, we want to get back on track to where we've been, and obviously coming off the loss last week to Rock Ridge, it's important for us. But really, that plays a secondary motive here. I mean, obviously, it's Hall. I mean, it's Hall Mendota, and that's really all all our kids need to know.
We got to be physical, okay? Because they're big and strong, and we just got to be physical and fight off their blockers. We got to refuse to be blocked, and we got to tackle well.
We've been a hard-hitting team every week. We hit more. That's a strength, definitely. We're known for hitting people. Just got to capitalize, no mistakes. We're getting better.
I think it's all about controlling the line of scrimmage, like it always is. I mean, Hall's been able to run the ball on everybody that they've played so far. We have to be able to contain the Picado kid. You have to make sure you don't give them any big long runs, and yet at the same time you have to be alert for their play-action pass game.
We have to be a lot more mentally strong, make sure we don't make nearly as many mistakes, and just get back to our basic roots and just play smash mouth football.
We're not going to shut them down. They're going to get their yards, they're going to get their points, but we got to get our yards and our points.
Our kids have been very disciplined in their defensive approach against Hall the last 2 or 3 years that we've been able to shut them out, and we just have to stay with that philosophy and understand that we've got to make sure that we don't allow him any cutback lanes.
We just got to go and do what we do. We're going to get pumped. We're going to be ready for the game. We'll feed off their energy and just make us more pumped.
This is a huge game for us. Probably the biggest game of the year. For us seniors, it's our last chance. We have 5 wins for the postseason, and of course, Mendota is a huge rivalry. It's our last game here at Richard Nesti Stadium. It's been a huge game, a lot of emotions. It's important for us.
We have to go 5-0 now, and unfortunately, the first game is against the toughest team. We'll see for the rest of the year, and maybe the toughest team we'll see this year. I don't know, but we just got to win this one, and then not worry about the next one. When we get there, we get there.
Like you said, it's been 2 years since we made the playoffs, and that's usually not what Hall is about. This is our last chance. We really want it.